What is going on, guys? Welcome to Greggles TV. These are the Sony LinkBuds S. At the time of making this video, they go for about $150, a little less than that, dollars if you want to pick them up. I'll link them down below. And we're going to unbox these, see what comes inside the box. I'll let you know what I think about them, what I like, what I don't like. So without further ado, let's jump into the video. So just taking a closer look at the box, you can see they have 360 reality audio. So they have like that immersive all around you sound. They have high-res audio, 6 hours of battery life with the buds, and then another 14 hours with the case. They have noise canceling. They're completely wireless as well. They also give you this little flap here that tells you to scan that QR code and then how to set them up. All right, I like these little compartments. All right, so inside the box, you get a really short USB-C to USB cable. You get your terms and conditions, and you get a free music trial inside for 360 audio. They do come with multiple buds, actually 3 different sizes to be exact. They have like an XL, and they're all different colors as well. You can see on the inside. I love that. It makes it matching these up just that much easier. Here is a closer look at the case. You can see USB-C charging there. You have your sync button to get these synced up. The case itself feels like fabric, which is kind of different for a case on here. You can see it has an LED light to indicate the battery life and the indication of what they are. Here's a closer look at the buds. The other thing is it's super light, this case, which is nice. So let's get these set up. All right, so I have my Sony headphones app. I'm going to open it up, hit I agree, and start. So it says turn on the power of the headphones, confirm that the power is on, and press the next button. So what I'm going to do is just take these out of the case, and they're going to start to, while I was setting these up, my microphone camera thing messed up, but I got them set up. You missed one step, basically. Just went through next and connect. Now it's asking me to sign in to register the earphones. All right, so the LinkBuds S are now paired up, they're connected. All right, now I just wanted to run through the app real quick. You can see at the top, it shows you the battery life for the buds themselves, and also on the case, you can see enable case charging display at the charging case. You can hit OK, so it's at 100% as well. Then you have the status of what setting it's on. You have adaptive sound control, which is a cool little thing. If you turn this on, it'll actually change the modes of what you're in terms of like, are you sitting, are you walking, and it'll change the ambient sound settings based off of that. So that's a cool little setting to have. I keep it off though. You can also see what you're listening to currently through like Spotify. If you go into sound, you can come in here and control your sound settings. You can have noise cancellation, ambient sound, or completely turn that off for the best battery life possible. Speak to chat. So this is a cool thing. If you talk, it'll actually turn on your ambient sounds on there for you and let you hear yourself better and what's going on around you. Equalizer, you can come in here, turn that on, or set up custom settings or predefined settings that they have for. I just kept it off on there. 360 reality audio setup. If you want to analyze and set this up, there's only certain apps that allows you to do 360 audio. So keep that in mind, but that's the sound where it goes all around you. You have your Bluetooth connection quality as well, where you can prioritize sound quality or stable connection. So you can choose what you want there. You have your DSEE extreme setting to turn that on and off. Spatial sound optimization, you can measure that if you'd like. System is going to be where you can come in here and connect 2 devices simultaneously to the buds. You can set up your voice assistant, Google Assistant, or Amazon Alexa. You can come in here and change the touch sensors if you want. And when you do that, you can't completely customize it, but you can click the drop down and choose predefined one. So if you want like the left to be the playback controls and then the right to be something else, maybe you want that to be your ambient sound controls, you can do that, and it tells you exactly what to do when you do that. Download software automatically if you want. Notification and voice guide, you can turn that on and off. Pause headphones when are removed, you can turn that on or off. You also have some services, so you can have it so that these buds automatically open Spotify for you, or Endel Quick Access, which is like sounds that will relax you. Autoplay beta, you can configure settings for frictionless shortcuts to your music and information. Here's the microphone sound. I'm recording in pro video mode on my Samsung Galaxy phone. And these are what the earbuds sound like in your ear when you're using the microphone. So you can hear the quality of them. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. All right, so here's what the Sony LinkBuds S look like inside of your ears. They are comfortable. They don't hurt my ears at all. I have the largest buds on them to get the best sound. If you didn't know that, always put the biggest ear tips on them to get the best sound. So in terms of comfort, I give them an 8 out of 10. I mean, I wouldn't go out and beyond and be like, oh my God, I don't feel them at all. I definitely feel them in my ears. It's just, they're pretty comfortable. You know, they're a good solid 8 out of 10 for comfort. In terms of style, I wouldn't go out of my way and be like, oh my God, these things are so stylistic. They're pretty plain looking, but I'll be honest with you, I don't need my earbuds to be crazy or to get in the way or anything. So style, I'm completely fine with the way they look. I don't need them to be super flashy or anything like that. They do come in 3 different colors, so these are like the black charcoal look to them. Next up would be the controls. The controls work really, really well. They're just tap controls. You can go into the app, which I showed you earlier, to customize the controls, which is always a nice thing on there. So if you want to be able to control and change the bud controls, you can. They work absolutely fine. They're not my absolute favorite in terms of controls. I would still probably give that to the Pixel Buds Pro in terms of how quick they are about making their changes and how good they are. So these aren't bad. There's a slight delay sometimes in pressing and tapping on the sides of the buds in order to get the action completed. What about quality of sound? Quality of sound is really, really good. Very impressed with the sounds of the Sony LinkBuds S. Now, are they my favorite buds? I wouldn't say they are, but they do, when you're not comparing them side by side and taking these buds out and putting new buds in, that's when you notice a difference. Otherwise, just listening to these, the bass is really strong, the volume is really strong, the quality of the sound is really good. I'm really happy with the sound, but again, when I'm comparing them against Galaxy Buds 2 Pro and Pixel Buds Pro, I do notice a difference on those. I personally prefer the sound on the Galaxy Buds 2 Pro and the Pixel Buds Pro over these. But again, if I just put these in my ear and I hadn't heard those and I wasn't going back and forth, I'll be honest with you, I really wouldn't notice any difference. One thing, the quality of sound is very good overall with everything that I've listened to. Now, talking on the phone is really good with these too. I was very, very happy, very clear, very easy to hear. When I was talking on the phone, I wasn't, people didn't hear, weren't complaining about the cars driving by or whatever, there was no problems in that regard. What about active noise cancellation and ambient sound? Active noise cancellation, it's on par, at least from what I heard going back and forth, with the Pixel Buds Pro and the Galaxy Buds 2 Pro. It didn't exceed them, it didn't fall that, below them, it was kind of right with the pack in that regard. So what I mean by that is, it's not gonna be as good as over-the-air headphones, but it's really good quality in terms of blocking a lot of that outside noise out. Not completely in terms of if you just don't have any sound playing, but most of it. If you have music playing, you definitely won't hear what's going on, especially with the active noise cancellation on there. Now, what about the ambient sound? That was pretty good as well. Wasn't the best. I still felt like the Galaxy Buds 2 Pro did a better job in letting me hear my outside surroundings when it was on. But these are still, again, very, very good. The Samsung ones were definitely a little bit louder and clearer. These are still clear, they're still loud, but just not to that level. The other things that work really great with these is when you're listening to music, take them out of your ears. That works perfectly fine in terms of turning that setting on and then putting them back in. It'll start playing again. Also, I like the fact that these do automatic updates. That was a cool thing. I don't have to worry about doing updates on these. What about battery life? Battery life it's about a ring down versus its competitors, Pixel Buds Pro and the Galaxy Buds 2 Pro. This will get up to 6 hours through the earbuds and up to 14 hours additionally with the case. Those ones are above that, so it is something to know that if you want to improve on that, you're probably going to want to go with a different earbud. So I'd like to see the next generation of these get some better battery life. But it's not awful where you can't, not quick to charge. That's not any issue right there. Also, there's no wireless charging built into the case. You only get USB-C charging. The one thing I personally love to wirelessly charge is my Buds cases. This doesn't have it. That would be another ring down on this, unfortunately, of something I didn't have that I wish it had. So overall, I would definitely recommend them. 150 bucks. They're definitely, for the price, they're really, really good sounding earbuds. They're not my favorites, I'll be honest with you, but when you don't compare them side by side, you won't notice a difference in terms of like, you're not going to be disappointed, like put it that way. So I really, really like them. They're just not in my, I guess they're in my top, 4 or so. They're just not in my top 1 and 2, which still belong to the Galaxy Buds 2 Pro and the Pixel Buds Pro. Pixel Buds Pro being my absolute favorites overall. So if you want to pick these up, link down below. You will not be disappointed. They sound great. The controls are great. The app has everything that you want built into it. Thanks for watching. We'll see you down the road. Peace.